Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back.
It's the holiday season. So whoop-de-doo and dickory-dock. And don't forget to hang up your suckers just exactly at 12 o'clock. He'll be coming down the chimney, coming down the chimney, coming down the chimney down. Happy holidays.
Yeah, episode 32. Today is December 10th. And definitely,
2022.
Yeah, we've got the holiday spirit here. So, yeah, oh, that's not, well.
It's so sweet. You've got a whole scene.
There we go. So my mug inside says, nope. One day a squirrel went out looking for acorns and found a friend. So I came over and, you know, the hallmark necessity in every home at this time of year is hot chocolate and gingerbread.
Yeah.
So she made hot chocolate and then it filled up so high I couldn't read the verse. And I was like, wait. I gotta drink it down. I can't quite remember what it says.
So we're sipping on our hot chocolate.
And yours says?
Mine actually says rejoice. And this is one of my favorite holiday mugs because it also has holly on this side, but also on this side. So no matter which hand you hold it in, you've got a little holly in there. And that makes me happy. I love holly because, you know, that's who I am. And so, it's whimsical.
And with the hot cocoa, you need the gingerbread.
You do.
Ready? Here, let's lift one up. Oh my goodness.
So these aren't exactly gingerbread cookies. These are German. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, Santa. There's his head.
Oh, goodness.
With a little pack on his back.
Go.
And mine's a windmill. These are from Germany.
And they're scrumptious.
They're so good. You can find these at Aldi if you have an Aldi in your neck of the woods. I don't know how to pronounce them. Are they speculatius? I don't know. We always call them speculas. But they're just like a little spiced cookie.
It's very mild.
Yeah. And just, kind of addictive.
And then here, when you're stitching.
Right. When you're stitching, Anita will show you. You take your little hand tongs, take a little bite, put your tongs down.
Oh my goodness.
Keep going. No need to wash hands in between. Gotta love it.
A necessity for Cheetos and, you know, anything like messy.
Oh, yeah.
And then our gear.
Yes.
So
I've got meet me under the mistletoe because I am I'm known to my niece and nephews as being the one that loves to smooch them. Not on the lips. We have a rule. I only kiss my husband on the lips, but I love to smooch their little cheeks. They're not so little anymore. And
it's super cute.
My kid too. I'm always like, can't I just give you one little smooch right here on the temple? And he's like, no. No. I'm like, come on.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, he won't let me.
Yeah, I show up today in capris.
It's cold out. It is cold out.
We're below freezing. We've had snow. But I told her, I said, I don't think I can wear a sweatshirt and long pants at the same time. I can only do one or the other.
We're just in that season, you know? We're hot.
So here's the sweatshirt.
It's so cute. Look at Grammy claws.
Grammy claws. I gotta wear it all the time.
Right?
This is the time. I gotta wear this.
Yes, you do.
But anyway, with the capris.
And the Christmas socks.
And
she does have on.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
So it's all good. It is all good.
And my lights don't light up anymore. I was so excited to put this on and light it up. Yeah,
it's so pretty. It
doesn't light up. I need a new little button battery.
Oh. So, yeah, it's all good.
We're excited to be here. We're here a little bit, maybe a little earlier than Well, I mean, I feel like it hasn't been that long since we made our last video, so I'm kind of proud that, it hasn't been like 6 months to a year. It's just been like a month ago or two. I can't remember. And we're maybe a little bit early in the month.
Right.
But it's because you've got a lot going on.
I do. Oh, goodness.
The retiree over here.
And there are days that I miss being in the classroom. And then there are other days I don't know how I had time to work. So I'm right there. And so we just got back from Illinois. We leave for Austin, Texas, and doing a family get together there for a week. And then I head to Florida, and I'm in the Winter Haven area. So because of that, we just didn't know when we would be able to tape again. So, and I know at one point we had talked about Zooming, but I have recently discovered I'm not good at Zooms. I am not good at Zooming. Case in point, I participated in the Jingle Ball and loved it. Loved it. Oh, goodness. They could do that every month. Thinking of all the holidays. Oh, we should do it for like July and, 4th and Halloween and, to have to wait a year. But I am not good at Zooming at all. So initially I was struggling because I had to change all my Zoom settings and things because I still had all my work information in there, my work email and things. Then I went into like mute mode.
Botox mode.
No video, no mute.
Oh.
I'm just like,
no.
And my husband called me on it and says, come on, you need to participate. And I'm like, that means I got to turn it all on. That means I got to unmute. I need to. And so then
you need to participate.
Can't just be there like, under the radar. And I'm like, I like it there. And then I get on and it's like, I'm talking too much. I'm talking too little. Okay, time to mute. I just...
It would be easy to overthink it, because you're not in person with everybody. So it's not quite as natural.
Incredible stitchers were participating. But, for me, I don't know which was better, mute or attempting to, participate. So
I think it was good that you attempted to participate.
Whew, I don't know.
And I'm sure that people loved hearing from you.
I don't know.
They did, didn't they? I know.
So anyway, that was, I Zoomed a number of years ago, 2020, with the kids, we all went virtual.
Yeah.
For some reason, it just had a different feel then. And I haven't done it for a few years. And I probably won't do it again. Until next December.
When you Jingle Ball again? I wanted to do it, but I was like, I work on Fridays until 7 o'clock at night, and then I come home and I'm just exhausted usually. My brain is just fried. And then I had to work on Saturday. And so I felt like I had to work so much of it that I really couldn't enjoy it as much as I would have liked. So I decided to pass this year, but hopefully next time.
I was so impressed. Just the time and the contributions that were made by different designers, and it was such a good experience. So
I've only heard good things. That's so awesome. Way to go. The group of ladies that hosted that.
Yeah.
Lindy Stitches, Stephanie Webb, and
oh goodness.
And crew.
And crew, yeah.
She was kind of the leader, I think.
So because I have all this travel coming up, we just didn't know when we'd be able to tape again.
Yeah. And we didn't want to just put it off until next spring.
But you're always invited to come down to Florida.
I would love that.
Oh, goodness.
If only we had the Stitchy Mobile.
Oh, right? We do talk about that once in a while.
It's still a dream.
Yeah. So,
what have you been working on? Listen to her. She's been stitching. She keeps telling me she hasn't been stitching, but she has.
No. No, not so much. It's just been such a transition from working to not, and then you're able to look at your home with like I've been able to look at my home with more clarity, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it'd be nice to paint that room. Okay, let's rearrange that furniture. Oh, we need something over there, and it yeah, I've been busy.
Snowballed.
But are we talking just whips then? Or what do you want to do?
Well, whatever you would like to show, yeah.
I only have one thing I'm working on currently, and that's because I like participating in winter camp.
Yeah.
With Colorado Cross Stitcher. And way back in September, Sampler September, you got 4 months to do this. I was like, yes, I can knock this out. No. Although I stalled a few times on this project.
And you redid some things.
Yeah, I stalled. So the project I had chosen was What Remains by Blackbird Design. Beautiful piece. And so, okay. Okay. So initially I was going to do the whole thing, including the border around the edge, but I changed the words, and I'm going to share that. Oh, maybe. I changed it from What Remains is Love to All You Need Is Love. The Beatles tune.
Which is so fitting.
So all you need is love.
Ba-ba-da-da-da.
Okay, so here's what happened though. So I was thinking to myself, I am going to put some wording down here. So just hang tight here. I sang, all you need is love, love, 8 days a week. I had somehow jumped into a completely different song. 2 different songs. So then when I realized 8 days a week isn't quite, this. All you need is love. 8 days a week. When I thought of it, it sounded right. And then I was sharing it. So that's where I'm at. So as a result, I'm not doing the border. I am just doing, I changed the bottom to match the other 3 sides. It calls for 9 colors, I believe. I think I have 10 because I wanted my roof to be like a grayish brown. So I added that color. And so I used that color here and then on the base.
Ooh, show us the original again so we can
Garden Gate. I think I used
Oh yeah.
I don't know who.
Yeah.
So there's the original. There. Yep.
Nice.
So unfortunately, with everything coming up, it is not going to get finished by the end of this month.
But it's okay because you've got a lot done and it's
I started
beautiful.
in September, but I just kept stalling. Like, oh, what about this color? Oh, what about, that's not going to work. Now what am I going to do? And then I'm scrambling trying to figure out what am I going to put at the bottom. And then it just dawned on me, just take it out. So, yeah, that's...
Or love is all you need.
Right. So, but I love how it's turning out. I love, now that I figured out what I wanted, now it's become easy to work on.
Yeah.
I was just constantly overthinking it whenever I picked it up. So that's the only one really I've been working on.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. So, I have been in full-on Christmas mode. Except for an adorable little owl that I showed you last time that I stitched, and he's so cute, but I don't know where I stuck him. He's missing at the moment. My sister and her family were here, at Thanksgiving time, and yeah, then I shuffled things around, and I don't know where I stuck him. So he's super cute though, and hopefully I'll show you someday. So I really love him. So that I finished, and I've got some others to show you. I've been working on we talked about this pattern last time, the Christmas ornament trio from Waxing Moon Designs. If you didn't watch our last episode, this is an exclusive pattern that you can purchase at the Stitchery Nook in Osage, Iowa. And we would love it if you'd give them a call and order this. These are so fun to stitch. Oh my goodness, I've had so much fun. That ice skate was my favorite. So I was kind of saving it until last. And then I got this far with my snowflake and I was like, okay. All of a sudden I was just like, let's do the skate. So I'll show you that later because it's a finish. So I won't hold it all up right now. But I'm still working on my snowflake. We're getting there. It's coming. And I told you last time I decided to change my colors on the berries, and I just did the dark red that's called for. It's Cayenne from Weeks Dye Works. So yep, and I did the holly leaves. So mine looks a little bit different from the called for. So pretty. This is going to be just gorgeous when it's done. I love these more than I can tell you. So do call. I know a lot of you have. Thank you so much for supporting our friends at the Stitchery Nook, and we hope that you'll call them if you haven't already. This is such a gorgeous. These are gorgeous.
They stitched up fast.
Yeah,
and
they're fun.
They were just an enjoyable stitch.
It's really fun. I mean, if I'm honest, I love to just stick on a holiday Hallmark movie. I know people don't like Hallmark. I do, because that's why I watch it, because it feels good. It might be predictable. I don't care. I just want the love and the joy.
Well, it's like having a floss tube. It's just something in the background, and so you can focus, because, there is counting.
Right. Yes. And if I have to do heavy counting,
then
I can't quite concentrate like I would like to. Sometimes I'll listen to a book, an audiobook too, but I really love watching Hallmark while I'm stitching these. So yeah, I've been doing that, working on that. And then also another whip that I have.
So pretty.
Oh my gosh, I love this so much. Ignore my little red thread in here. I love this pattern so much. This is Songs of the Season by Prairie Schooler. And it was Kitten Stitcher that first introduced this to me. She had stitched, I want to say it was the Deck the Halls that she stitched for someone. It's been some years ago, and she shared it, and oh my goodness, I was so in love. And then I was on a mission to find that pattern because you couldn't find it anymore. And so I finally found it, and I've had it for a long time, and I'd started something else before this, but I'm also working on that Deck the Halls pattern. This is on Queen Anne's Lace. It's an even weave Jobelin. Jobelin's not my favorite to work on, but I'd already finished another one on this, and I thought, why not keep going? I like the subtle wash of green in the background. And yeah, doing it went over one.
It's a soft fabric.
Yeah, it's very soft. It's kind of stretchy, and I think that's what I don't. It's very silky, and it's stretchy. And so when you go to stretch it, like when you're finishing, it's not fun to deal with. Yeah. So stiffness works a little better, but still, it's pretty. I like it. So yeah, 1 over 1. So this is tiny, these tiny little stitches, but they're so pretty, so much fun. And I changed my red. The red in the pattern is more of kind of a rusty color, kind of an orangey red, and I really love blue reds better. So I switched. I'm trying to remember if I wrote down which one. I think it's 816.
Oh, that is a good red
that I'm
color.
using. Yeah. I love those 815, 816.
Well, we should go right into finishes so they can see the one you finished and how tiny it is.
Okay.
It's really sweet.
So I finished Oh, come all ye faithful.
These are going to be beautiful on your tree.
Aren't they? Oh my gosh, I just am in love with it. So, so cute.
Yeah.
I mean, just to give you an idea of how tiny it is, like, you know,
Oh,
tiny,
yeah.
teeny tiny little stitches over one, but what a joy.
So do you plan to do all of them?
I would love to do all of them.
Right.
Okay, so I don't know if you remember, I had started this maybe a couple years ago. I don't even remember. And then I just kind of, Christmas was over and I petered out and put it aside. But all of a sudden, I just thought, I really want to work on that and finish it. And so I just have been steadily working on this. The hard part with doing 1/1 is that there are so many stitches in here, but you feel like other people look at it and they don't know the amount of time and work that went in.
Stitchers would.
To 1/1 because there's a ton of stitches in here and it was a lot of keeping track and counting, and there's a rhythm you get into.
Part of that is full coverage.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm loving them. So I would like to do the rest. I wanted to do deck the halls this time around, and then we'll see what I get.
Do you have enough fabric to put them all on that same?
I do.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah, these two I just did side by side.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Nice.
I think I have plenty. There's six ornaments. So I've got one done, one close. Yeah.
So I have 2 finishes, and the first one is Christmas Blessings by Lottie Da. And there's the pattern. I bought it as a kit a few years ago, and then there's the pattern. There's
really
the finish.
Pretty.
Yep, and so this is the first project I've done that's all in silk. It has NPS, and then...
NPI?
No, it says S.
Oh, I think some people, it's needlepoint silks, and some people say, she put NPS, some people say NPI.
Okay. And then it's the first project I completed all in hand. So I did not use a hoop on this one. But I like how that turned out.
It's very vintagey.
And I put the year my grandson was born on it. Even though I finished it this year, but I wanted it to kind of connect to him.
I love, because the colors are not like your typical red and green. They're very, very samplerish, you know, like browns and rust and gold. It's just really pretty. I like it.
I had found that pattern earlier, remember? Oh, here we go.
It just keeps walking away.
Wow.
It's hiding. He's hiding.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. And my next finish was, and again, this one took some overthinking. So I would stall out once in a while on it. And it's Sir Dandy by Hands to Work. And so that's what it looks like.
I love him.
And then design size is 141 by 112. And I finished him. And I love him. He's one of my favorite projects I've done in a long time.
Beautiful.
I don't know if...
You're bigger.
Sorry. Okay, there.
So pretty.
So there he is. So I eliminated one color. It was like a creamy color, and from a distance, it looked very much like my fabric. And so I eliminated that and just filled in Sir Dandy with other colors. And then I also changed the wording in the middle from my work to thine own self be true. So if you notice, I left the small bird out that Sir Dandy is looking at because of the quote. I thought the quote just made more sense just to have him there. And I do love the little bird, so I do want to make like a scissor fob or something with it because it's really adorable. So that is a finish, and I love everything about it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Everything about it is just...
Your fabric is perfect.
Very happy with that.
We think it's a 40 count.
Yeah.
Is it a lakeside? I feel like you told me that was like Lakeside
Could have
Navy
been.
Bean.
Maybe.
Maybe. We don't know.
I should keep the tags on my fabric.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I need to do that too. We've discussed earlier that we need to be better about recording our information, our starts, our finishes, because we've struggled with that.
Well, yeah, I know this is off topic, but I just picked up a planner from the dollar store for $1.25, which is fine.
Look how happy it is.
But what I was doing was I was just using my Instagram account as sort of my ongoing journal. And then the last couple months, I just haven't been good about staying on top of it. So usually when I did a finish, boom, I would post it. You know, if I had made a new start, post it. And it just got away from me. So I think something like this will be good for me, especially given that I'm not going to be here, you know, just to remember things when we do tape again.
Right, right.
So yeah, and I'm happy with how it's laid out. There's
full month.
Yeah, there's the full month, and there's a note section here and at the bottom, and there's a reminder section. So it's good. This will work for me.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to show you my skate now that I finished from the Christmas Ornaments trio. That was one of my finishes. So, oh my goodness, I'm so proud of that. I just love it so, so much. I changed my berries. The called for is the kind of pinky red of blue coat red for the berries. And that's probably not really in focus, but I decided to do a mix of the cayenne and
it's so
blue
pretty
coat red.
With the mix.
Yeah, love it. So much fun. And I shared this finish last time, I believe, with the pine cones. Aren't they pretty? So now I just need to finish my snowflake, finish my deck the halls, and then we'll have some new things to do.
Well, we do have a start that we're doing. Did you want to talk about it?
Oh, yeah. That we will be doing. We haven't. I thought you meant currently. And
No. We have one coming up.
What did I miss? I was supposed to do Sir Dandy too, and yeah, I have him, and he's looking at me, and I want to do him, but I just not yet. But I'm so thankful for Anita because she has been asking me for several weeks now, what's your birthday start going to be? My birthday's on December 31st, and we have typically done something together that we start together for my birthday. And we've talked a lot about just shopping from our stash, and because we love the stuff that we have collected. And so I've just been looking through patterns and trying to decide. And it was I don't know why it was kind of hard this time, but I wanted something manageable that I wouldn't feel overwhelmed by, that I thought we could get finished in a relatively short period of time. So I have picked.
Yeah, we often find I'll get package, and I'll call and say, oh, I just got this and this and this, and she'll be like, I have that. I'm like, oh, okay. So much of our tastes are similar.
So much. And I'm a huge Blackbird fan. I love Blackbird. We were just talking a moment ago about how we should just always have a Blackbird that we're constantly working on. And I have several that I could pick up and work on. And I look at them longingly, but then I get distracted with something else. So I am going to do one for my birthday start. It's from A Heart Remembers, which is the book that Alma put out at Nashville Needlework Market. And the pattern that I'm going to do, I'm going to actually open it because I can't remember what it's called. It's called Wildflower Guide. So this was one that they had designed together some years ago in a different color palette. And then Alma redid the colors for this particular one, and those colors are just so me. I just love them so much. And I love the friendship that Alma had with Barb, and yeah, there's just so many things that make it really precious. So I'm excited it's on the back too. So that's what we're gonna do. That's the birthday start.
And that's right. That appears to be the size I'm drawn to right now, because Sir Dandy is about that size. What remains, the way I'm doing it, is kind of that size. Yeah. So
just that smaller.
This
perfect. Is actually in the book. It tells you the model is stitched on 30 count, and it's 6 by 6. So I have picked out. I have a piece of buttercream lakeside linen that's 36 count. And here's a few of the called for colors I can throw on there. I don't have all of them put together yet, but gives you an idea anyway. Goodness.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be really pretty. Yeah. I'm excited. So there you go. If you want to join in on my birthday start. It's always kind of fun to start something on my birthday because it's the end of a new year and or end of a year and beginning you're about to begin a new year.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's that.
Yep. Perfect.
And then I'm also wanting, I told Anita I want to start these too, and but these might be sooner because I'm just in the
winter
mood for winter and holiday stitching. So the Snowball by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. I absolutely love this whole book of patterns. The one that just really gets me, I mean, they all do, let's be honest, but this one in particular, I love because it makes me think of my husband and my son and I. That threesome there is so darling. Here they are separately but together on this pillow too. And I just love them. So yeah, kind of excited. I got all my DMC ready to roll, and I'm ready to start that. I'll probably do it on platinum. Probably do them on platinum is what I'm thinking.
I have a couple new starts I'm taking with me down to Florida, and one of them, I only have one that I brought. So it's called One Stitch at a Time by Lottie Da, and I got this at the Farm Girl gathering in October in Amana. And so there it is.
I love that so much.
So it appears I can't leave anything alone anymore. I don't know what is going on, but I'm changing the verse. I know. And it is beautiful. It came with the fabric, the threads,
you got
everything.
A kit?
It even came with a needle minder. But it says beautiful things come together one stitch at a time, and I'm changing it to one moment at a time.
Love it.
So yeah, so that's something I have that I'm taking that will be a new start, probably the 1st.
Ooh, love it.
So I'll have the Blackbird for Christmas, for New Year's Eve, and then this will be January 1st.
Love it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's going to be stunning. I love that pattern.
So, yeah.
So, did you get some other goodies
while I was there. I have become a big Lottie Da fan.
Yeah, I love Lottie Da.
So, I was able to get Autumn Rose, which is it came with the full. Yes, this one came.
Was it your project?
Yes, this one came. Yes,
at the retreat.
This one came as a kit, and so that'll be a nice quick finish.
That's so cute.
And then I picked up Summer Stitcher needle book, and this has been released previously as a kit, but now I think it's available just as a pattern.
That's so pretty.
And then once again, because I'm going to be having all this time to do all these projects, I actually bought another wool project.
Oh, I I'm so excited about this.
I've never done one. But here we go. I got another one. It's by Buttermilk Basin called Holiday Cup Needle Keep.
Cute.
Yeah, there it is. And it comes with everything I need to put that together.
Even the instructions on how to make the stitches.
Well, there you go.
That's where my heart starts to palpitate.
It does not come with the expert that's going to sit next to me and guide me through this process, but my intent is there. So maybe 2023 things will settle into place more, and I can start dabbling a little bit in the wool applique, because I do enjoy it.
Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I'm always in admiration of it, but I'm a little intimidated.
Yeah, you see, it's not open.
There's always YouTube, right?
I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Ah!
So, what do we have next?
I've got some fun little crafty projects.
Oh, she's been crafting. Yeah, so cool.
Also, so besides my stitching, if you love Vanna Pfeiffer like I do, the Twisted Stitcher, Vanna just always has beautiful ideas, and she is so generous to share them with the rest of us. I'm so grateful for her. Thank you, Vanna. If you're watching, I love you, and I love your ideas. Thank you so much for sharing them with me, because you help me more than you know. For those of us who are not natural, amazing finishers, we have friends who are amazing at finishing things. I'm just not gifted in the land of sewing and quilting and all of the things, so it's a lot of work for me to finish something.
Well, and I can do it. I just choose not to. I'm a process stitcher, not a product stitcher.
Yeah.
I really am.
Yeah.
I like the process.
Yeah.
But I like the direction you've gone.
Well, thanks.
This season. No, this is cool. I was totally shocked when I walked in. She's got a whole crafting area set up and hot glue gun set up. And, yeah, I mean, it's just
all the stuff.
Yeah, I should have come earlier. I would have participated.
Well, yeah, I know. I've been saving it as a surprise because I needed to pick one out. Anywho.
And I did.
Okay. Last year, Vanna shared that on New Year's Eve, my birthday, she gets together with her girls and they have a craft night, which I think is so much fun. Oh my goodness, I would totally want to crash their craft night. And they take their Christmas cards that they've received for that year and turn them into ornaments. You can go find all of this on the internet. She shared all about it. It's really awesome. So what she uses, okay.
Oh, I'll go get it.
I'll be back. Anyway, let me show you a finished product. This is one that I made out of a Christmas card from last year. So this is what it looks like. So you can see this is several pieces glued together. So what you need is a scallop punch. This one I found on Amazon. It's a Leah Griffith Fisker's scallop punch. The important thing is that you want to count how many scallops are around the circle, because it needs to be divisible by 3. Because you're going to take your circle. So like this would be an example. The fun thing about these, I'm just going to say this first before I continue. So you can make them out of your Christmas cards, but if you don't have a lot of Christmas cards, or maybe, people aren't sending them as often anymore, you can just get some cardstock from Hobby Lobby. Like right now they have all their Christmas stuff at 60% off. You can go get a Christmas pack of cardstock, so it's not as flimsy as paper, although I did make one out of paper too. But this gives it a little more substance. And then all of the colors coordinate together. And so when we were at the Stitchery Nook, one thing you may not know about the Nook, they also sell a beautiful menagerie array of scrapbooking supplies. And they have people that come to their retreat to scrapbook. And they have gorgeous papers and cardstocks and all the things. And so I got some double-sided paper that Liz had there, and that was Christmas themed. I got it back in June. And then he's like, what are you getting that for? Ooh, what are you going to do with that? And I was like, tell you later. She just found out what I was doing with it. So anyway, you have to punch 20 of these circles. This just happens to be a double-sided. 20 of them. Okay. And then each circle you fold into a triangle. That's why you have to have it to be divisible by 3, because mine has 15 scallops. So every 5 scallops I'm folding. Now, Vana, when you use a Christmas card, that cardstock is really, really stiff. So you have to use like a ruler and then kind of score it. I used a butter knife. If you don't have like a bone folder, you can just use a butter knife to score it to help you fold it. Because it's a lot stiffer when it's a greeting card. With paper, I can just lay the, I've got a little protractor that I use because it just lays there so nice. And I can manipulate it really easy and just lay it where I want to. And then I just pull the cardstock up and kind of crease it, and then I just fold it over and then I've got it. So you take those 20 circles and fold them so they make all these fancy triangles. And then you alternate your triangles. You kind of pick your patterns and I kind of play with it and lay them all out, but you alternate like point up, point down, point up, point down for each of your pieces. Alternate, and so then 10 of those triangles make the center ring, and then the top is made out of 5 triangles up here, and the bottom is 5 triangles down here. So, and you glue all of that together, but you can't, when you do the top, you have to make sure that you're getting your hanger in there, and so that gets hot glued in there, and then it all gets assembled together. And then what I like to do, I love stickles. Have you ever heard of stickles? It's a Tim Holtz product. I forgot to pull one over here. It's just a little bottle like this big of like a glitter glue, but it doesn't come out clumpy. It's really smooth and it's very fine. And so then I just use that for some of my ornaments. Then I was putting that around the edge just to give it some sparkle. So I did that with this one, but then I have other ones that I made that I didn't put any sparkle on at all. I just thought that it didn't need it. So this is more of a,
Here's the one.
primitive one.
I picked out with the pink.
This one, the paper had, if you can see, there's a little hat right there, and then there were mittens when she turned it, and there's a sweater. So that was the paper. On one side it had mittens and hats and sweaters, and on the other side it had the pink with the little gold stars. And then I found another paper that had this kind of pinky, kind of zigzaggy stripes on one side, and these kind of delicate, lacy, snowflakey pieces on the other. And so then I just took those 2 papers and put them together to make it. So you can make them in so many different ways, and they can be so, this is a whimsical one that I made with gnomes, because I'm a huge gnome lover. So I found some Christmas gnome paper and just cut out some, look at that guy, isn't he cute? And so I just did some coordinating polka dots and stripes and plaids and put it together, and it's so much fun. And then you can just take cording. I mean, right now all this stuff is on sale at Hobby Lobby, so you can get cording and stuff. Or I love, I pulled a cording over that I really like, Colorado cross stitcher Sherry. We love her. She likes to use baker's twine around her pillows sometimes for a finish. And original baker's twine is pretty thin. It's just like thread. And I love this because it's baker's twine, but it's thicker. It's more of a cord. So you can use that around the edge, and it pops a little bit more, which I love. So I've been using that too for the hangers on my ornaments. So yeah, just a fun little idea. If you want to give it a try, go check out. You can go back to last year and look up on Instagram, Vanna's account, or on Facebook, or I'm pretty sure that she has this on her blog, maybe, or maybe a finishing tutorial. I'm not sure, but if you have questions, let me know. It's a ton of fun. It's time consuming. I'm going to tell you that.
Definitely.
It takes a long time, but they're just fun. And actually, one thing that I did this year, my step-grandma passed away in June. And last year, I asked my mom for her Christmas cards, and she gave me one that my step-grandma had given her. It was a daughter, Merry Christmas to my daughter card. Precious. And I very specifically kind of fussy cut parts of the card, like where it said daughter, and then on the inside where she'd written my mom's name and it said Mary, I punched that out, and where it said love, where she wrote love, I punched that out, and where her name was Barb, and then Barb's name I punched out, and then punched out, other parts of the card, and then had another coordinating card, worked it together. You need a lot because you have 20 circles, right? But then I was able to give that to my mom around Thanksgiving time to hang on her tree and enjoy this year as a memory of Barb. We miss her so much, and it was just kind of a special little memory ornament. And so you could do that too. I did one with an old Christmas card for our family. I love doing Shutterfly Christmas cards, and this was ours from 2013.
Oh, goodness.
I had pictures. I know, right? My sweet little dude.
Oh, goodness.
Isn't he cute? This was at Disney. Well, you can tell we're like at Disney World, and he's totally got a Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack Sparrow like hat and wig thing on, and we had a blast. We rode that ride, so many rides that summer. But yeah, so I had a bunch of these left over that were extra. And so I took them and punched them out. And then I had highlights from our year on the back in another picture. I just cut out pieces of that and made a memory ornament from that year. And so it's got those pictures and just different little pieces that maybe have our name on it or the verse that I had included. And then all the fun pictures to hang on the tree as a memory. So another idea, just thought you might enjoy making some of those too. If you like crafty kind of paper crafts and stuff, that's a fun thing. And then I've also collected some ideas of things that you can use for finishing. So if you've watched The Real Housewives of Cross Stitch, they have those awesome, they're like natural beads that are like in a wreath, and they did a tutorial on their video, on their Flosstube, of finishing these round ornaments with the beads. So stinking cute, and they're so cheap. There's like 3 in a pack, and they're like $1.67 right now. I have been looking for those since before Thanksgiving, and they are nowhere to be had. Both of our Hobby Lobbies in our area, nothing. Online, unavailable because they're sold out. And so I thought, I was so disappointed because I really wanted to use those to do some round finishes. So then I started looking for some alternatives. So I just wanted to show a few things that you could do. So they have, these are some ornaments that they have at Hobby Lobby. And
Okay, that's cute.
Right? I know. And I wouldn't want to change this, except I would probably rip off this obnoxious bow and put something a little, but I don't know, something
Depends
different.
on the pattern you put on there.
Yeah.
To coordinate.
Well, here's the deal. Put your pattern on the back.
And then
keep this. And then you've got a two-sided deal where you've got your cross stitch on one side and you've got this on the other. I mean, how cool is that? Then you don't have to jazz up the back, except I would probably change the bow. I don't like this. So it's just hot glued on there so you can pull it off. So that's an idea of one style. Also, they have these. These are super cute with the buffalo check and the moose. So the backside,
Again,
there's some sparkle on the back. Okay, there is on the edge too. Put your finish on the back. And then you've got a two-sided ornament again, because you know how ornaments are on the tree. They can twist like this, or they don't hang quite right, or whatever. So be creative with what you choose for finishing. This is the kind of stuff you can get after Christmas for really cheap. Another style, they also had the red buffalo check. I had shown the white. They also have red. And then also I found this one that I thought would work. It's just simple. Once again, I would take this goofy bow off and I'd make it better. But that's really sweet on the front. And then you can just attach your finish to the back of it. So just some ideas I thought might be helpful to someone else who's looking for those beaded wreaths and can't find them. Here's some other options so that you can still make a fun finish and it still looks beautiful on your tree, but it'll just be double-sided. So you'll have two sides, one with stitching and one with something fun on the back. And then you don't have to do that finishing on the back. Just some ideas. Thought I'd share.
no ideas.
Stop it.
No
She's
ideas.
always full of ideas. She may not have an idea to share right now, but she's my constant source of inspiration.
So this year, my daughter for Christmas, this needs to just look at. And I know some of you are watching this on a big screen TV. Like, give me a pair of scissors.
Please don't watch us on TV.
Oh,
I'm
goodness.
already larger than life. I don't need to be on a big screen. Don't do that.
Oh, my
Don't
goodness.
examine.
Oh, so my daughter for Christmas this year gave me the Reindeer Advent Calendar gift box by the Historical Sampler Company. And it has been so much fun. Quite a large box, and then the packages inside are each numbered. And so I brought just a couple things for today we're on day 10. I brought a few of the things here today to share.
So they're not all like...
They're not all stitchy related. It's just all more, Christmassy. Just Christmas.
And where does this come from, this box?
The UK. Yeah. So it's interesting. So the companies, every time I open something, I'm researching the company. So this is from Rex London. It's a wooden ornament, and I think he's just adorable.
Oh, so cute.
And then this little one comes from Gisela Graham of London. And again,
I love that.
This is from, nope, I'm not going to be able to read that. Nope.
Something foreign.
But if I remember, I think manufactured in the UK by, way down here. Anyway.
Oh, here.
It's really, I don't want to open it. Like, it's so cute.
Gwynedd Confectioners.
I looked it up, and they've been doing chocolates.
It's manufactured in the UK.
Over 20 years, and you can see how just adorable this one is.
That's so cute.
And then this one I use as a scissor fob, but we've been talking, I would love a whole tree full of this one. And okay, is that blurry?
No, I think it looks pretty good.
So it's just a wooden bead with this snowy tree scene hand painted on there. And it's just adorable.
So cute.
Just so cute, yeah. So that's a few of the things that I have received from the box. But it's been so much fun. And every day I contact, my daughter and I, she's like, well, have you opened it yet? And it was hard because day one, I opened the first one, and it was, the The first one was 2 reindeer ornaments made of pine cones. And I just wanted to rip into every single bag. Like once I opened one,
Yeah.
it was like, oh. Like, it was hard. I'm doing good now. I'm doing good now.
I can totally relate to that.
But that was fun.
How many gifts are in the box? Is it a 12-day?
25. Yeah. 25.
Oh, so it's good. You get to keep going. That's awesome. That's awesome.
So
I did the Colorado Cross Stitcher Advent calendar last year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was fun.
And it was so much fun. I loved doing it. And I tucked it under the tree because it was a splurge, and I thought, okay, this really needs to be a Christmas gift, and I think I'll just wait. And then I kind of just forgot to open them. And then it was like even past my birthday, and I was like, oh, I forgot. And so then it was like opening all these fun surprises. So I kind of did it all at once, but it was still exciting.
It's so much fun.
Oh, so fun.
So I brought one thing that I hang up every year for Christmas. I did it in 1990. Oh, did I say that? It was in the last century. 91, I would say. And it's not cross stitch, but we definitely put it up every year. And it reminds me of my son at the time. Yeah. Oh, no. It wouldn't have been 91. Oh, yes, it was. I had it framed. I did, and I had it framed a few years later. But there we are. So it's a long stitch, maybe? I think that's wool, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember, but I think it's just really sweet. And we put it up every year.
I love that.
So that's the one. And I don't really do a lot of holiday stitching. I've become more interested lately, just in the past year. So we'll see what happens. All right. And then what else? My newest container, or my new old one.
I love that so much. It's beautiful.
So those are Linnea's from Sweden. And it just is a really sweet little size. So a little gold rim, and I like it.
It's beautiful.
So that's the latest to my collection. And then, was it a week ago we went out to lunch? Yeah.
Little over a week ago. December 1st is the anniversary of my dad's death. He died 2 years ago, and I was off that day from work, and I probably just would have stayed in bed all day and been sad. And so Anita had this great idea. Let's go to lunch and spend some time together, which I knew was exactly what I needed. And we had the best time.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was so much fun. We went to Barn Happy, which is awesome. It's this big barn in Cedar Falls that this family, I think it was a dairy barn at one time, but they totally have turned it into a shop of Iowa products. And they also serve lunch and amazing desserts there, and coffee. And yeah, it is the coolest place. You walk into the barn, and they have seating in the middle for people to sit, surrounded by all this stuff you can buy that people, are shopping.
And everything's homemade. The menu changes based on, what they have, in terms of like vegetables that's been grown, or oh, it's good.
It's good.
It is so good.
Often quiche is on the menu. We had did we both have this? I had it was like a some sort of chicken salad, pecan
sandwich.
Yeah.
I think it had apples or grapes in it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
It was so good. So good.
Oh,
we can't do it justice.
But there is one of the things that I had found previously was a and everything there represents Iowa, or they can be handcrafted as well. And so I had found this little, let me just take that off. I had found this little container. I just love this.
Little zipper pouch. So cute.
A couple months ago I was there and I went through and found this and just love it.
Yeah.
And so when we went, I said, oh, I gotta see if they have any more of these, you know, because I love this. I love the size and everything. And it says here, like, keep your cards, cash, coins in your bag, carry essential oils, earbuds, put a gift card in it, maybe a little makeup. But we all know this is a really good size for your things that you need for a stitching project that you're on the go with. So we found 3 baskets of these. So, all right.
So you bought a few more.
We did.
This was my first, I hadn't seen these before, so Anita introduced me that day to these. So this is the one that I picked out. I love polka dots. So cute. And now they've started putting on these little charms on the zipper, little zipper pulls. So this is a little brown leather tassel that's on mine. And the workmanship is really good. Like it's super well done. It's just beautiful. So I picked that one. This one is just a little bit, maybe a little bit deeper, maybe. No, it's about the same, but it's a little bit shorter. But I loved this little daisy so much. Isn't it silly to like base your purchase on the charm? But I loved this fabric too. Like the whole thing just made me so happy. I was like, okay, this must be mine. So
yeah, the first one I bought did have a little charm, but I need to put it back on there.
Fell off of there.
And then I found this one that was just so happy.
So sweet.
Colors in it. And then this one, I kept going back to it. I was like, no, I'm just buying one. Yeah, about 2.
Love that vintagey fabric.
And just all handmade. And they're done so well.
So well.
Like the edges, they have the fabric over the edges, and I can sew. I know my way around a sewing machine, but this is a step up from anything I could ever do. So I'm just so grateful when people share their talents with us.
Yes. Yes. So I will definitely be going and looking for those again. Maybe before they close. They have a period of time where they close. It's called Barn Happy.
Yeah.
This barn. And they close from like Christmas Eve is their last day open, I think. And they close from then until like end of March, I think. It's about the time that they open again. So there's a period of time where they're
well, with the snow and the ice, and they're somewhat out in the country. They're just on the outskirts of this city, and take some time off.
Yeah, for sure. Their upper loft area, they have steps up to that, and they have people have different. I guess you could call it like a booth. And so people will sell stuff, and we found some fun finds up there of just things that people have just gotten rid of, some vintagey stuff, some antique-y stuff. It's really fun.
Yeah.
This year I found, this one was actually in the barn. And I just saw him and was like, you are precious. Look at him. Little choir boy. And he's also a belle. But he has a nice little ring. Whoops.
Will you put him on your memory tree then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's so cute. I just love him. So I had to
From
pick
here
him
I
up.
can see 2 trees. I see like a very large memory tree where, if you have it, you put it on. That's what we do with our memory tree. And then a really sweet primitive tree.
It's more of a pencil tree. The funny thing is I get teased when people come because my trees are loaded with ornaments. I'll go to my in-laws and they just have theirs, just equidistantly placed, and it's nice, and you can see the tree. Yeah. You can see that it's a tree, but it's very full. But I love it.
It is
like
full.
There's so many sweet, happy memories hanging on that tree. So, and the primitive one too. I couldn't leave anything off of that.
And then you have a purchase.
Yeah.
Super
Okay,
cool.
here's a simple one, but I wanted to point it out in case you have this at your Target dollar spot. Look at this white chenille wrapped around this cute snowman, just in this plastic package for $1. I'm like, sure. No problem.
Did they have any other colors, or
No.
you would have grabbed it if they had?
Yeah, this was really it. I'm trying to remember. I feel like there was something else, but I don't know that it had a different color. I can't remember. And it must not have been something desirable, or I would have grabbed it. Okay. And then I was at Aldi, where I got the German spice cookies. Those are tradition for us. My mom introduced us to those, and we get those every year. But I was at Aldi, and I follow some people who do shopping at different points. They'll say, this is what you need to buy at Dollar Tree in the month of November, or this is what you should be buying at Aldi in the month of December, that kind of stuff. And so I'll get some really cool ideas. And I'd forgotten that this had been shown, and I was at Aldi and I saw it. I don't own a dough bowl. I've always wanted one, but I've just never found one. They had these
Wait, I'm gonna move back a little.
oblong. It's an oblong wooden acacia. Is that how you say it? We don't know. It's made of natural acacia wood. Acacia. Anyway, it's about that big. But isn't it pretty?
A good color.
I thought so too. I was choosy about my color, and it's not perfect. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's just cool. I don't know how to describe it, but I love it. And it was $18.99 for this, which I thought was a really good deal. It's got little rubber feet so that it doesn't scratch up your surface. But like, oh, I love
I
that.
can see all those prairie schoolers in there, or the Brenda Gervais, the snow.
Yes, right? Because I'm always in admiration of those kind of displays, and I just haven't had anything. So I thought this was super cool. So I picked this up, $18.99 at Aldi. Go take a look at your Aldi.
Good.
They've got good stuff in there.
So I think that
I think we shared it all.
we're just over an hour, but we really enjoy this. And like I said, we don't know when we'll be taping again.
Where's the Kleenex? I forgot to put it on the table.
Yeah. We'll see how this goes, because this summer I was gone from my grandson for a month. Just over 4 weeks. That was tough.
It was tough for me too.
That was. I mean, seriously, that was tough. So you have all these great plans. When you're your next stage, and you're going to be in Florida all winter, and and then you're like, no, that means I'm gone. That means I'm not around. For all the milestones that he's going through, and he's a character. I'm just going to share. We'll FaceTime, and he plays peekaboo with me on FaceTime. Like, my daughter will be holding the phone, and he'll go running behind her, and then he'll peek out, and, just such a joy. And I just can't see being away from him for any real length of time. So we're just playing this a day at a time.
Yeah,
right now.
because seriously, Grammy is his favorite.
Yeah.
How great is that? It's like every grandma's dream to be the favorite.
He's I don't know if I don't know. I baby talk him like nobody's business. But we get each other.
Yeah, there'll be time for adult conversation.
Yeah.
Come on.
But yeah, he's definitely something I hadn't planned on needing to consider as we were developing our plans, when we were younger and saying someday when. So we'll see. We'll see. I feel like 2023 is going to be a pivotal year.
Yeah.
I kind of do. So stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. The big change for us is that Will has not loved Iowa State like he hoped, which is, I don't know, my heart feels just a little sad about that. I don't know why, but I was just hoping he would really love it and it would be just an awesome start to college. And it just really hasn't been for him. And so he has made the decision on his own. We're just coming alongside and being supportive and encouraging. He is going to come back home to you and I and go to school here in Cedar Falls at the University of Northern Iowa. So,
which is what, 10 minutes from here, maybe?
If that. And he'll still live in the dorm, which is great. I did that too. I lived in this same neighborhood and I lived at the dorm too. So good for him to be independent, but he just feels like he needs to be a little closer to home. So we're excited to have him closer and it'll just, sometimes I think parents try to take control of their kid's life because they want it to be wonderful, right? Who doesn't want their kid to have a wonderful life? But it's their story to tell. So we're just kind of watching it unfold and loving him through it. So it's exciting to see what's going to happen next for him.
Yeah. 2023.
2023.
Well, 2022 was a full one for me too.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, but I don't know. Just we'll see.
Should we show them the pictures that you brought over?
Oh my gosh.
Just to show you from long ago where we began together.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not at the very beginning of our friendship, but
Well, close.
this is over a year in.
Yeah,
Over
this is
a
a
year
year in, and we had met at an elementary school. We were originally assigned different grades, and then our numbers didn't shake out, and I was bumped to third grade, which is
Where I was teaching. So we were right next door to each other.
Yeah, and
it was meant to be. I mean, we had
definitely.
already bonded.
Yeah. Even before that.
Before that. Yeah.
Even I was dragging in stuff for my grade, and you were dragging stuff in, and we'd meet each other, and then the change happened just days before school was to begin, and it was such a blessing.
It was.
So here's a picture of us. So we were in the old building for a year, and while a new building was being constructed, so we were there for 1 year, and then everybody relocated to the new building.
It was like a year and a half. Well, like a year and a half, because
it was
that we ended our time at the old building right before Christmas, and then Christmas break. When the kids came back from Christmas break, they went to the new building.
And quite a transition. A lot of kids who were walkers were now all of a sudden riding a bus. There was a lot to take into consideration. But here's one photo of us. Oh, I don't know. I can't. There we go.
In front of the old school.
And then look at these young puppies.
I know. We're like, oh, we look so young. Look at us.
Look at these.
Back in the days when we both had short hair.
Yep.
There we are.
And so there we are. So pretty cool.
It's fun, isn't it, to go back to those times and reminisce.
Yeah. So,
That was 11 years ago? 12, 11.
11 years.
We met each other 12 years ago.
2010. Yeah. It's all good.
It is.
All right. Well, until we see you again, please remember to
shine, sparkle, and stitch. Bye, everybody. Happy holidays.
Bye.